Guys, look at all this treasure. I did a report on treasure troves one time.
You did?
Here it is.
We all carry our reports around with us. That is so
Wrong report.
weird.
Okay, here it is, guys. Guys, it's a treasure trove. A treasure trove is a bunch of valuable items all together, and the contents are old enough to be considered treasure. They are usually found underground or in cellars. Here are some examples of the most amazing treasure troves found. One of the most famous treasures ever found is Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922. The tomb was discovered by Howard Carter in the Valley of the Kings in Egypt. King Tut was the pharaoh of Egypt in 1341 to 1323 BC. The most well-known item in his tomb is his burial mask. But it is not the most valuable. It is the inside of the coffin that is the most valuable to archaeologists. There is a lot of detail put into making the inside of the 40-inch long, 20-inch wide, and 20-inch high pure gold coffin. The tomb contains many other valuables belonging to King Tut. King Tut died when he was just 19 years old and was not very well remembered. But because of this tomb, because his tomb was forgotten and the items inside were kept very well preserved, making a great find for archaeologists. The Panagur site treasure was found on December 8th, 1949 in Bulgaria. It was found by three brothers who worked in a tile factory. While they were working on clay, they saw a shiny object. The treasure they found consists of a small bottle called a phial, an amphora, which is a jar with handles held like a wine, held like wine and oil, held like wine and oil in the Middle Ages. The 7 rhytons, which are antique Greek bottles made out of metal and are shaped like women or animals. When all of these items were added together, the weight is 6,164 kilograms of 100% gold. The treasure was a Thracian treasure, and all of its contents were decorated in Thracian customs, myth, and life. Thrace was an Indo-European civilization and became extinct in the Middle Ages. The Preslov treasure was also found in Bulgaria. It was found in the fall of 1978. The treasure includes more than 170 gold, silver, and bronze objects. This includes 15 silver Branzite coins that belonged to Constantine VII. Other items found in the treasure date back between the 3rd and 7th centuries. Preslov was the capital of the First Bulgarian Empire. In 1984, Barry Gifford found the treasure from the wreck of a pirate ship, the Wada, which was commanded by a famous pirate Sam Bellamy. The ship was wrecked off Cape Cod in 1717. More than 200,000 items from the 18th century have been included, including cannons, firearms, coins, clothing, jewelry, and the ship's spell, which helped positively identify this treasure. The treasure is being stored in the Museum of Cape Cod. One of the most recent treasures found was the Schroeder treasure in Poland in the year 1985. It was found while the city was going through renovations of old buildings. This treasure trove included a golden crown, which is thought to have belonged to the wife of the Emperor Charles IV. There were also 4 gold pendants dating back to the 12th and 13th century, and a golden clasp with gems and decorations from the Middle Ages, 3 rings, and 2,963 coins, 39 of which are gold. This treasure is known to be one of the 20th century's greatest finds. Most of the treasures being stored in a regional museum. Treasure troves are fascinating not just for monetary value, but they have more value that we can learn about people and the way that they lived a long time ago.
Look at all this booty.
Take it!
And so, our selfless heroes trek on.
looks like trouble.
Oh my god, another axe! What is it?
Oh my gosh, it's a small package. Opening it up.
Move over.
You move over.
It's a diamond.
Oh my god, diamonds!
Boom.
I don't know that much about diamonds, but I know they're pretty.
Well, luckily, I know a little bit more about diamonds than Jessa does. Two of the world's most famous treasures are the Hope Diamond and the Star of Africa. Owned by Queen Elizabeth II, the Star of Africa is the largest cut diamond in the world, weighing at 530.2 carats. Also known as the Cullinan One, the Star of Africa is pear-shaped with 74 facets. It is set in their Queen's royal scepter. The Star of Africa was cut from the Cullinan, which at 3,106 carats remains the largest diamond crystal ever found. The Cullinan was discovered in Transvaal, South Africa in 1095 AD on an inspection tour of the premier mine. The Cullinan was cut by Joseph Osher and the Company of Amsterdam, who examined the crystal for around 6 months before determining how to divide it. It was eventually cut into 9 major and 96 smaller, beautifully cut stones. When the Cullinan was first discovered, certain signs suggested that it may have been part of a much larger crystal. However, no discovery of the missing half has ever been documented. The history of the Hope Diamond began when French merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier purchased a 112 3/16 carat blue diamond, likely from India. In 1668, he sold the gem to French King Louis XIV. Louis had the stone recut in 1673 by court jeweler Sieur Pateau, resulting in a 67 1/8 carat diamond. The diamond, called the French blue, was then set in gold and worn by the king for ceremonious occasions. In 1791, after an attempt by Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette to flee France, the jewels of the French royal treasury were turned over to the government. During a week-long looting of the crown jewels in September of 1792, the French blue diamond was stolen. In 1812, a deep blue diamond, described by John Francillon as weighing 177 grains, with 4 grains equaling 1 carat, was documented being in the possession of Daniel Allison, a London diamond merchant. Strong evidence suggests that this indeed was the French blue. The diamond was then acquired by King George IV of England. At his death in 1830, his debts were so enormous that it is likely the diamond was sold through private channels. In the next chapter of the Hope Diamond's history, it is owned by Henry Philip Hope, whom the diamond is named for in 1839. However, it is not documented who he bought it from or how much he paid for the precious jewel. Following his death later that year, the French blue was passed on to his nephew, Henry Thomas Hope, and then to his grandson, Lord Francis Hope. In 1901, Lord Francis sold the diamond to help pay off his debts. It was sold indirectly then to a London dealer who put it up to auction in 1909. It did not sell at the auction, but was soon sold to C.H. Rosenow and resold to Pierre Cartier the same year. In 1910, the Hope Diamond was shown to Miss Evelyn Walsh McLean at Cartier's in Paris. Mrs. McLean was drawn to the gem but disliked its setting. Cartier had the diamond reset and then took it to Mrs. McLean, with whom he left it for a weekend. The sale was made in 1911 with the diamond, then rechristened as the Hope Diamond, set as a headpiece on a 3-tiered circlet of large white diamonds. Somehow, sometime later, it was reset yet again as a pendant on a necklace such as the one we know today. Mrs. McLean's flamboyant ownership of the Hope Diamond lasted until her death in 1947. 2 years after her death, Harry Winston Incorporated of New York City bought Mrs. McLean's entire jewelry collection, including the Hope Diamond, from her estate. This collection also included the 98.8 carat Star of the East Diamond, the 15 carat Star of the South Diamond, the 9 carat Green Diamond, and a 31 carat diamond now called the McLean Diamond. For the next 10 years, the Hope Diamond was displayed with pride by Harry Winston Incorporated and was also the central attraction in their special Crown of Jewels exhibition. On November 10, 1958, they donated the magnificent Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian Institution, and almost immediately, the Great Blue Stone became its premier attraction. The Hope Diamond has left the Smithsonian only 4 times since it was donated. In 1962, it was exhibited in the Louvre in Paris as part of an exhibit entitled 10 Centuries of French Jewelry. In 1965, the diamond traveled to Johannesburg, South Africa, where it was displayed in the Rand Easter Show. In 1984, the diamond was lent to Harry Winston Incorporated in honor of their 50th anniversary celebration. In 1996, it was again sent to Harry Winston Incorporated, this time for cleaning and minor restoration. In the modern-day pendant surrounding the Hope Diamond are 16 large white diamonds. The necklace chain contains more than 45 white diamonds. The weight of the stone itself is 45.5 carats. Its color is described by gemologists as a fancy dark grayish blue. See, Sophie, I told you mine was good.
Yo, mama!
Okay, crew, let's go look for the Fountain of Youth.
Now we're traveling through the dark and dangerous woods to find the Fountain of Youth.
With
Very-
nice stone steps.
You ruined my snow, Rose!
Oh, darn.
Guys, look! A fountain! Over yonder!
Look, it even says Fountain of Youth.
I didn't know you could read.
Aw.
Especially from this far.
Shut up, let's go.
Woo!
The Fountain of Youth! Shoot! It's not working, guys!
Broke it, Jessa. What? I didn't do it this time. Okay,
The real source of water is over there. Let's go.
hold on to trees.
Hold on to trees. They are your friends.
Hug a tree once a day.
I do that.
I don't. Oh, kiss, Jessa.
I would, but I forget.
Wow,
How you doing?
Good.
You stole my hat already. Come on.
You're already in the water.
No, I need to.
It's just under the leaves.
There.
She's collecting the water. What will happen? That water's so dirty.
The Fountain of Youth. Da, da, da.
It's all fun and games until the Neverland juice runs out.
Yeah, that was such a fun adventure. Let's go play on the spider web.
Yeah!
Little did the girls know this was not the last of their adventures. The next adventure would encompass pirates, crocodiles, and very, very small ninjas. But alas, that is another story. So I guess this is the end.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. The beauty sleigh bells ring. Jolly old Scrooge jingle, the king of jingling. Woody! That duck. Ha! Funny duck. Stupid duck.
You can't see the ducks in the camera.